Alright, so we are going to be reading What Do You Do with an Idea by Kobe Yamada and illustrated by May Besom. What do you do with an idea? One day I had an idea. Where did it come from? Why is it here? I wondered, what do you do with an idea? I'm starting to get a sense that the little boy may have never experienced having an idea popped into his head, and he may be unsure what to do with an idea. At first, I didn't think much of it. It seemed kind of strange and fragile. I didn't know what to do with it, so I just walked away from it. I acted like it didn't belong to me. But it followed me. The little boy decided to walk away from his idea and acted like it didn't belong to him, but I wonder why his idea still followed him. But I'm going to keep on reading to figure that out. I worried what others would think. What would people say about my idea? I kept it to myself, I hid it away, and I didn't talk about it. I tried to act like everything was the same as it was before my idea showed up. What is going on here? I do not understand why the little boy was worried what others think of his idea, and why he wants to keep it to himself. But I'm going to keep on reading, to figure that out. But there was something magical about my idea, I had to admit. I felt better and happier when it was around. The key information here is that even though the little boy is afraid to share his idea, of what others may think of his idea, it still made him happy, even when he was thinking about his idea. So even though he was worried about what others may think of his idea, the thought of it still made him happy. It wanted food, it wanted to play. Actually, it wanted a lot of attention. This is a key line here. I think the author is trying to tell us that the best way to handle our ideas is to pay attention to them and not ignore them. Even though you may be afraid to, share them, you still want to, think about them. It grew bigger, and we became friends. I showed it to other people even though I was afraid of what they would say. I was afraid that if people saw it, they would laugh at it. I was afraid they would think it was silly. And many of them did. They said it was no good. They said it was too weird. They said it was a waste of time and that it would never become anything. Even though the little boy was afraid to share his idea and people did laugh at him when he did share it, he was still brave enough to share his idea, even though he knows that not everybody may agree with him. And at first, I believed them. I actually thought about giving up on my idea. I almost listened to them. But then I realized, what do they really know? This is my idea. I thought, no one knows it like I do, and it's okay if it's different and weird, and maybe a little crazy. I decided to protect it, to care for it. I fed it good food. I worked with it. I played with it, but most of all, I gave it my attention. This is a golden part here. I think the author is trying to tell us that even though others may think our ideas are silly, you still should not ever give up on them. My idea grew, and so did my love for it. I built a new house, one with an open roof, where it could look up at the stars, a place where it could be safe to dream. I liked being with my idea. It made me feel more alive, like I could do anything. It encouraged me to think big and then to think bigger. It shared its secrets with me. It showed me how to walk on my hands because it said, it's good to have the ability to see things differently. The key information I believe that the author is trying to tell us here is that ideas encourage us to think big about, life and our dreams, and that ideas can make us view things differently, which is always a good thing. I couldn't imagine my life without it. Then one day, something amazing happened. My idea changed right before my very eyes. It spread its wings, took flight, and burst into the sky. I noticed how the pages went from black and white to color all of a sudden, like that. I don't know how to describe it, but it went from being here to being everywhere. It wasn't just a part of me anymore. It was now a part of everything. And then I realized what you do with an idea, you can change the world. The end.